Deion Sanders makes it clear to Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston what will happen if Shedeur goes third overall with the Giants. It's April, which means we're just a few weeks away from the NFL draft at Lambeau Field, home of the Green Bay Packers. The first round takes place on April 24th, and the only certainty seems to be that the Tennessee Titans will select Miami quarterback Cam Ward with the number 1 pick. Ward shined during the Hurricanes Pro Day and would be the 40th quarterback taken first overall in NFL draft history, out of 96 top selections. With Ward off the board as the first pick, the big question remains: what will happen with the projected second-best quarterback in the draft, Shedeur Sanders? Will the Browns take him at number 2, now that the Deshaun Watson era, one of the worst in franchise history, is seemingly over after the owner admitted they made a big swing and a miss with him? Or will it be the Giants, who just signed 2 quarterbacks in free agency, Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson? Deion Sanders mocks Giants' QB room. A few months ago, Deion Sanders' father and Colorado coach said he wouldn't let just any team draft his son, emphasizing the importance of landing with a franchise that knows how to develop players. That's something the Browns haven't proven themselves capable of, as evidenced by the 40 different quarterbacks, more than any other team, they've started since 1999. However, it appears that Deion has softened his stance on the Browns, who are now the favorites to draft Shedeur. Right behind them are the Giants at number 3, and Coach Prime shared his thoughts on what would happen if Shedeur ended up on a roster with Winston and Wilson. "You going to be getting baptized before the game?" was Deion's comic response, referring to the fact that both quarterbacks are deeply religious. Winston, in particular, is known for his outspoken faith and viral interviews that continue to make waves on social media. Deion himself is a devout believer, often sharing messages of gratitude on his X account. But from a football perspective, it seems like the Giants would be wasting their pick on Shedeur if the Browns don't take him first, especially when Heisman winner Travis Hunter might still be available. With Winston and Wilson in New York, is there room for Shedeur Sanders? On the other hand, the Giants could draft Sanders with the future in mind, something the franchise hasn't prioritized in years. Russell Wilson is on a 1-year, $10.5 million deal, while Winston, who hasn't started a full season since 2019, signed a 2-year deal and has proven to be more of a backup than a long-term starter. Even if Deion mocks their faith, Winston and Wilson could serve as valuable mentors for Shedeur. We'll see what the Giants decide on draft night, but if they pass on Shedeur, they could still target another quarterback later in the draft.